background of Papo's as a microbrewery?
Well, it just became a microbrewery. It started out as a pizzeria in Springfield, Missouri, and Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri. So it just actually became a brewery. We bought Six Row Brewery about a year and a half, 2 years ago, and started brewing our own Papo's beer.
Describe kind of why you became a microbrewery, or like the microbrewery culture in St. Louis.
Well, we opened up a microbrewery attached to our restaurant because that is the new hit thing, especially in the Midwest. And it also helps us service our own beer that we sell at all of our restaurants. But that is definitely the new hip thing in St. Louis for sure, with microbreweries opening up all over the place.
Is there a lot of competition between microbreweries?
Actually, you would think there was, but there's not. It's actually a very close group of people that really help each other out, throw a lot of beer festivals that actually support other breweries as well. We actually just did one last week to where another brewery hosted about 15 to 20 other microbrews at their brewery. So they actually work together to actually try to beat the big wigs like Budweiser and Miller.
So that was my next question. Like, how do you compete with Anheuser and like Miller? And
there really is no competition against those guys. Those guys have the big bucks, but what we do is we try to get the locals more involved here to come into our place, have great food, great beer mixtures. We hold a lot of beer festivals to try to, promote our own products. But we also have a little bit of more leeway because our our master brewers actually have a little more leeway of trying new beers, adding new flavors to them, coming up with new concepts of beers. So we actually have that kind of over the big wigs because they brew in such mass, they only have certain ways they do it.
Why do you think microbreweries are important?
Important? Well, we serve beer. How much more important can you be? We relax people, you get a good flavor of different types of beer, and it's also educating a lot of people about beer as opposed to just drinking that regular old Bud Light, Busch, Natty, PBR. You get to experience different flavors. Like we carry a blueberry wheat beer called You're My Boy Blue, and you get to have fun with the names and learn why and how to make the beers and all that good stuff.
Do you feel that St. Louis then obviously is welcoming to Papo's?
Oh, very much so. I mean, you open a brewery anywhere in St. Louis and they're going to be happy to have you. I think the more the merrier, for sure.
Along with like why are microbreweries important, I think part of it is local businesses in St. Louis, so...
Yes, it's definitely adding to the mom and pop vibe to St. Louis, which has always been a big part of St. Louis. Yes, we have Budweiser, but restaurants in the restaurant industry and the beer industry has always been a small mom and pop place, and it's kind of bringing that back to the smaller people, for sure.
Do you just sell it here currently?
No, we sell it at all three of the Papo's, and they also own it's called the Kilt in Lake of the Ozarks, there's Pub, which also has all of our beers on tap as well.
Can you explain some of the different types of beers?
Since I'm just the GM, I'm going to try to go over the best I can with them. Our master brewer's not here right now, but we have actually a great variety of beers. I mean, anywhere from a red, a brown ale, a wheat beer, IPAs. We have different types of IPAs as well. We actually brew our own stout, which isn't, I think competes with Guinness any day of the week. We have Hefeweizens, Pilsners, ciders, mixed with all different types of flavors. So we have a variety of just about every kind of beer you can imagine.
Do you know if there are any plans to expand Papo's? Or?
I do believe that in the future they do want to open up more Papo's Pizzeria and Brewcos. Most likely the brewery will be at this location, but we will support the beer for all of the Papo's locations as well. Come to Papo's Thursday night, $2 you call it.